This is Bungie's final chance, final opportunity to pull themselves out of the hole that they dug for themselves in the past couple of years. Hey, what's up? My name's Mugen. I've been playing Destiny for over 10 years now. I started back in Destiny 1 when it first came out, a little after it first came out, and then as you can tell, like, I'm an avid Destiny 2 player. But this is a video that I've been wanting to make for some time, but I never really knew what to say and how to really do it. So there's no script. This is just gonna be me just really laying out my opinions on the matter. If you haven't already, just feel free to look at my previous videos and like and subscribe. It really does genuinely help the account, and let's just get into it. So what are my thoughts on Destiny as a whole right now, or Bungie as a whole right now? I feel like the Bungie that we all knew and loved, like, Bungie's a household name for me. So my dad would play Halo all the time with his buddies. Me and my dad would play Halo all the time. Whenever I go over his house, like, he's playing the same mission on Halo 3 like all the time. I don't know how he's doing that, but all this to say that Bungie has a place in the gaming industry. It's one of the heavy hitters. That's why it was acquired for the billions of dollars that it was acquired for by Sony. It's really just so sad to see that, you know, Bungie's in the state that it's in right now. These are the people, mind you, that made Halo 2 and then Halo 3. Like, that is, they went for the three-peat and actually got it, unlike some other teams in the world. Looking at you, Mahomes, right? And so after Halo, they went and made Destiny. Now, Destiny was controversial when it first came out. It was clearly not finished, but in a way, that lack of polish, for me in particular, like, it felt like there was more to the world that they were letting on. Now, you know, I since then realized that there was a lot of cuts that they did. But despite all of that, Destiny, even though we have Destiny 2 right now, the original Destiny was something completely different and unique. I think everybody knows when they got their first Gallowhorn. Like, I got my first Gallowhorn when I was doing Death Singers. Like, I got my Gallowhorn from that drop right there, and I remember, like, I dropped my controller and screamed. Like, you can go on the internet and see, like, how many clips of people got their Gallowhorn, and it was like a whole trending thing. Like, people would scream when they got Gallowhorn. Now Destiny 2, everybody gets an exotic. Like, I started playing again because the new DLC is coming up, and this to me is Bungie's final opportunity, final chance to restore, I guess, its faith with its community. I'm eagerly waiting to see what they do with that. But while I logged in, there were so many exotic quest lines, I didn't even know what to do with them. Like, exotics used to mean something. When you had that Hawkmoon, when you had that Gallowhorn, when you had the Monte Carlo, when you had Icebreaker. And, you know, Icebreaker was something that typically everybody had, but, like, getting it. I remember I stayed up late with my friend on a high school night. Like, this was a school night. Stayed up until like 2 o'clock in the morning doing a nightfall before the reset happened so he can get his Icebreaker. And so, you know, that was a core memory that me and him still have of getting an exotic in a game, and we spent hours grinding, getting it, only for him to get it in a Crucible match afterwards. But the fact of the matter is, like, Destiny isn't what it could be, and Destiny 2 feels like, in a lot of ways, a lateral shift from what Destiny 1 was. I feel like Destiny 1 was more special than Destiny 2. Destiny 2 is an amazing game, don't get me wrong. I've sunk a lot of hours into it. I'll probably post like a clip of how many hours I actually have in this game. So combined for Destiny 1 and Destiny 2, I believe it's like close to 10,000 hours. I don't even want to talk about how much money I spent on the game. I don't want to even get there. But all this to say, like, it's really sad to see the state that Bungie's in. Like, why would you forsake, funny enough, your community to make a project that you don't even feel strongly about? It's clear. Like, Marathon, for lack of a better term, is like a half measure. It's not even like a complete product. They didn't even put their whole foot into it. Like some of the, DLCs they did with Destiny 2. It feels like just a Hail Mary and a half measure, and it shows. And that diverted resources, manpower, money, whatever, resources in general. I don't know. I went into, but the point here is like it took away from Destiny. Destiny is a industry juggernaut. When Destiny first came out, everybody wanted to copy its formula and its monetization practices. Now, for better or for worse, like that definitely made Destiny. That's why Sony acquired them. They are the industry leaders of live services, whether you like it or not. And so, I don't know. Like this is typically like a rant. We're gonna, depending on how well this does, I might go back to using scripts. But honestly, as a Destiny 2 fan and as a content creator, which is another thing, when I first started making content, like the game that I loved, I felt like loved me back by helping me create content and become a content creator, become a YouTuber. That's always been my dream, and now I'm actually doing it. You guys really liked my previous video. It's my first video that actually did very well without me having to attach it to one of my like short form content. But the point here is like, I was getting 10,000 views a day. I loved the content. I understood the content. I felt like I was a part of a community. Like some of you guys know me from Marvel Rivals, but I've always been a Destiny 2 fan. And so it hurt me on so many levels. Like, the game that I love is dead now, which like a hobby of mine is just gone. And then on top of that, like my dream of becoming a content creator was looking more and more bleak because they decided to just mishandle things. And we're not even going to get into like the amount of employees I had to suffer for management's issues. Like, and I went through this recently at my most recent job. Was management didn't do, quite frankly, shit. And so what they do is they celebrate the successes of their employees, but then when things go bad because of their own doing, they blame the employees, but they reap all the benefits and the employees get nothing. And if anything, they might get a nice severance package, but they still lost their job. And it's apparent that that's what's happening at Bungie, and I hate it on a personal level. I hate it as a content creator, and I hate it as somebody who enjoyed the hobby. So I don't know. Let me know what you think down below in the comments section. Are you interested in playing Destiny 2? Whatever, Edge of Fate. I bought the DLC for content purposes, and that's another thing. So I played on my PS5 over there. I have a PC now, and I had to rebuy all the DLCs. So I'm actually very, like, it's stuff like this that I feel like is actually the bane of the community. But I don't know. Let me know your thoughts down below. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. It helps the channel out tremendously. And yeah, until next time.